the thing isn't open. The Twitch isn't open, so it's not going to be a problem. Won't hear double. I'm just going to loot this room, see what I get, and move on. So, like I was telling you, this is something I do a lot. It isn't even just something I was showing you that you can do. It's something that I actually do myself, which is I loot the hell out of the first rooms of Nuke First, or however you pronounce it. The new place. I did try going further across and see if it was worth it. As far as I can tell, it really isn't. You can get about the same experience simply by just doing it over and over again, I think. Good morning, Jemima. Nemo was adopted, not by me. So that one's out. Which is fine. I'm glad he got adopted. I don't know that he would have been the perfect fit anyway. So that's fine. Doop. Oh, hello. Thanks for clearing this place for me. There is another cat that I'm looking at that I emailed the person. It is a Maine Coon. She looks like she would be great for me, but I'm nervous, so I emailed them and I asked them if they would consider us, because it's a humane society in a different county, but I asked if they would consider us because they had said that they didn't want this cat to be with any other cats. They just wanted it to be a solo cat. No dogs, no kids, no cats. And I was saying, this cat's been stuck at a humane society for a while. And nobody else wanted it. And I was saying, my cat, Van Gogh, completely ignored the other cat, Grant. So, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing if she was exposed to another cat. In this case, because Van Gogh is just completely oblivious and just doesn't care about other cats. He's lived with other cats before, so he just doesn't care. So I'm hoping, she scheduled a call with me to discuss it, so I'm hoping she'll change her mind and that I can possibly get this cat, but now I'm having second thoughts, like, am I making a bad decision for this animal? Like, am I being selfish and not thinking about the animal, or is this, I don't know, we gotta discuss exactly why she doesn't want this cat with other cats. You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit panicky, trying to control it, but we'll see. Hey, Flimmy, did you get that did you get called an asshole, Flimmy, in one of our guilds? There was something that looked like you were getting called an asshole in it. Did I read that wrong? If you go into our Discord together, I think it was Spicy. I hate Airy. I'm gonna go to Le Cla. Nemo got adopted, Flemmy. So this is a different cat. Good morning. It's I'll show you her. Her name is Sanya. Sanya Washington. County Humane Society. This is her. This is the beauty. That was really rude. That made me mad, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions if I was wrong. But this is the kitty that, oh no! Okay, let me sign in. What does Le Clat mean? And I know I say it wrong. But Sanya is, I did contact the people about her, and so that's the conversation we're gonna have today. She's 2 years old. I'm a little worried about the nippiness. I'm not worried about the litter box trouble because we have another one that has litter box trouble, and it's like, whatever. You get used to it as a cat owner of elder cats. Oh, wow. Elderly cats are gonna pee everywhere. Oh, this is lovely. Of course it is. You've got this style to it. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that! You made that with the benches. Nice stairway. Oh, look at me with my. Okay, so I have the jester on, so I'm running all silly. Watch me go up your stairs. I'm like. Because I have the jester on, it's making me run all stupid up and down your stairs. Oh no, down is okay, it's just up. That makes me laugh. I'm so mature. So yeah, the conversation, she said, you know, anytime but 11:30 is fine, give her a ring and we'll have a conversation. And hopefully it will clear it up that she's, you know, because there is that one problem with it, that they don't want her to be with other kitties, but that is cool. Is this everything, or is there more in here? Yeah, I love it too. It's goofy. Well, this is my jester's outfit, so this was the outfit that I picked to wear today, so I figured I'd go for it and even put on the personality too. Wow. It's lovely. It's like a... Oh, wow. Even down there, it's beautiful. Reminds me of like a chessboard or something. Like a very pure, clean chessboard. You can see the bottom structure if you go up. Oh, thank you. We're going to be doing more. Better ones. I am not happy with either the second Stabby Steely or the, I must be doing this wrong. Yeah, it's Jester's. Oh, thank you. I want to redo, I want to do it differently. The problem is the length. I don't see it. Oh, okay, derp. I mean, the length of them is always a problem. And from this, sorry, meant the stairs up from the house on the side. Gotcha. These sides, I'm assuming. So I have to keep the length short, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of information. Holy crap, that's beautiful. Look at that monster. Let me take a picture of that to send to Chrysaea. Beauty. Chrysaea is really, really sick, so she hasn't been posting her pictures lately, but that's because she's not feeling well. Poor girl. Lovely. Yeah, I have decided to do an actual, like, lesson plan for Master Merchant. Thank you, Ari. It's gorgeous. Let's go to a small one. Actually, that was small. So we'll do Pyramid Oops Azalea Stone. Yeah, I'm sad for her too. She said she's just, like, violently ill. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. That's fantastic. Even when I did a shitty one. Because, like, I literally was thinking, that was, like, the worst lesson I've ever done. I need to, like, sit down and work on how to better explain things. The second Steely, whoa, yeah, this is Pyramid Oops. It's a little bit upside down. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, I'll the worst things is if I make it a little clearer, it won't be a problem. It's just, you know, I'll just try to make it clearer and redo it. I have things to show you today. What is that? What do you think that is? Why is there fire underneath the butt? I understand the rest of the sculpture, but the butt is confusing. Whatever. What was I saying? Brains. Brains. I have no brains. Oh, what does this say? Oh dear, I really shouldn't move my home after a bottle of wine. I can fix this somehow if only I could remember. Wow, that's nifty. There's a total story behind this. I like it. Oh, look at the pathing. Pathing makes me happy. Lovely. Very nice, putting it all together. But yeah, so I've decided to break them up. So like, because here's the thing, if I just wanted to give people a list of places to go, I would just make a list. But I also want to show them the best path through a place. So I can't do that for all of them without making it like hours and hours long. So my thought was maybe if I do it like separate. Like let's say here I am stealing everything from Vardenfell. Here's my path. Oh, lovely. Take a look and tell me what you know, whatever. Bottle power, yes. So that's, oh wow, holy, oh wow, nifty. Clever, I like it. It's all upside down. Where's Sheo? You'd think Sheo would be here. Hey, Disco. Let me guess, you won in golf yesterday, I'm sure? No Sheo? You'd think there'd be a Sheo. Crazy. Yeah, and that's the thought I was having, is that that's probably better if I broke them up. Wasted one, really? I thought you were the one with the highest score. Maybe I watched early on. Like, wait, that's a mouth. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. This is too funny. Hey, Samarthrace, congratulations on winning your contest. That's funny. Is it a turtle, you think? Or a snake? It's gotta be a turtle because of the back, right? Blech. Cracking me up. Nice. Too funny. Really, really funny. I like it. Brella66 Moonmirth. I mean, honestly, I should probably focus on the ones that can make you the most money. But, you know, it depends on... It's all relative. Like, going through Vivek can be a lot of money for some people. I should probably start with Murkmire, because Murkmire is still worth a lot. But we'll see. So this is Moonmirth. Compared to mine, it's a million times different. And cozy. Mine was Breeze Home. Oh, that's smart. I've never seen anyone use that as a tray before. But look, it fits perfectly. What cups are those? Are those new cups? I'm not sure. Oh, wow, that's brilliant. That would be perfect for tea. I just can't figure out what cups those are. 177 out of 200. The only thing I would change, Bella, is add another light over here. It's kind of hard to see, and I want to be able to see your stuff better. She sunk this stuff into the wall. Wine glasses. Do you think they're are they the new Solitude wine glasses? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like which one is it? Oh, look at this. This is a really nicely done kitchen with multiple levels of things, and there's a goat eating things because of course goats are bad. And then they sunk the fishy thing into the wall, which looks good. Nicely done. It does look real. I can't even, like, just the thought of having to do that. Drakfet, the thought of decorating a Zanmir sounds painful. You have to make some real decisions, like, the interior is so dark, but at the same time, the aquarium is so gorgeous. The exterior is so pretty, but it doesn't have the aquarium. So there's just a lot of, where do you focus your build? I wouldn't want to make that decision. Alright, here we are. Hall Lunar Champion Drakfelt. Looks like it's re-skinned. Ooh, coals put here. This is very clean, very smooth. Bankers. Creepy, scary things with tendrils. Keepy. Box. Very spooky. So who do you picture sitting on the floating pad with your imagination? I've been curious about people's imaginations when they build lately. The person who's visiting. Okay. That sounds, oh, that looks really good. That's a nice usage of the antiquity here. Ooh. Caged dead people. Yeah, I've been really thinking about it. I've been trying to figure out who is the one who's using my house? Like, is it me? Is it someone else? Is it a storyline? Is it one of my characters? Right? So, that's something that's been on my mind lately, and I've been curious about what other people do about that. I mean, I guess you don't have to care, but I care. Where's the bankers were in that front room. I'm guessing this is still under construction to an extent. But there are 14 effects, and this looks like the crafting area. Your friends. Interesting. That's fascinating. Everybody's different about that. Ooh, nicely done. Everybody's different about it. If you notice, like, I guess most of the time I don't have a story at all in my head. These effects are so nice. So I'm like the opposite of that. Okay, this stuff isn't done, but I want to go up. But you guys, you know, have stories, or you have a friend in mind, or you have a guest in mind. Oh, look at that. They put a werewolf effect. We are going to talk about effects today. We're going to talk about books. Cardi watched our most recent stream about books, and he decided to make a change based on the things that we were talking about wanting. But that's more like character, don't you think? I mean, your friend's character is a wood elf, so you think of your friend, in character as a wood elf, right? Whoa, can't get up any higher. I guess they were testing the height. Hey, Fizzaz, give me my, long fins. I should have at least 2 sets of long fins in here. Where are they? Did I already use them? Huh. Good morning, Thorold. Thorold, we're discussing something. And Agnem, we're discussing something. When you're building a house, who do you have in mind living there? Do you have people visiting? Do you think of yourself in real life? Do you think of your characters? Do you think of friends? Like, who do you think of? This is wild. This is gorgeous. I love the view, too. The view is pretty cool. What fun. I mean, I guess for at least one of your houses, Thorold, you had to be thinking of your guild. Because you do have a guild house, so there's that. But I just mean in general. Right, that's true. Same with research. Research made a house for his dad. It's a very meaningful house where everything in it is a symbol for his dad. Ah. Hello, Bomb. Now, I have a question for Bomb Salam. Is every one of your houses made with Izabi in mind? Do you think about Izabi when you're building and think, I'm making this for Izabi? Public Crafting Hall, Wraith Home. Because all of your houses say Izabi's. So I'm wondering if you think of her when you're building and go, this is her home. This is her third house. Too funny. You want to know the truth? I think of myself. I think of real me. I don't think I use my creativity on it, sadly. Ooh, lots of effects. What kind of story do you have in mind, though, Jemima? Like, you mentioned you have stories, and obviously you're super creative for that. So I have visited a bunch of your homes, so I guess they surround the character. If I had to recall what... Wow, those new lamps are really beautiful. And they hid one of those azure lights up here. I guess I tend to think about what would I want this place to look like if I were to live there. And so I try to make fantasy homes that I would want to live in, but come to think of it, that's not very creative, is it? I should probably be thinking about other people. Hey, this thing has been missing in every one of them that I've seen now. That's gotta be a bug. One of the portals went missing. The portals are missing. I don't get it. Why are the portals missing? So this is a guild house. This is a public crafting house, rather. So we're going to see a whole lot of tables, a whole lot of other stuff. What did I sell? Solitude? I sold something. Yeah, my first house is a house. So, yeah, my Lynchel was my first home, my first big home, and I had intended it to be like a proper house. Everything after that had some sort of story behind it, or like not story like imagination story, but like uh story like, you know, this is for this contest, so it's a romantic house or something like that, that for Valentine's Day, or this is a house for Sheo, for a Sheo contest or something like that. So I don't know. Wow, what a wild build. And you can do this with EHT, putting all the letters by the different tables. It really helps. I think it looks good. And so they're using this second part of the house. And what's nice about this part of the house is the sky and the purple is actually really pretty. If you want to work with that instead of the spooky, you could pretty much just guide people up to this level and not worry about the bottom floors, in my opinion. Oh, that's so cute. Huh. That's precious. I mean, let's be honest, Azabi is kind of awesome. And we have Nocturnal just hiding out over here. Five is such a cute age. At least based on my niece and nephews when they were 5. All right, I think that's it. I mean, it's a guild house, so it's got what guild houses need. But I do want to make some longfin before we move on. Okay, next. Ow, everything hurts. What's this? Bastion, Nyx Tricks, Crescent Moon Coven. Big houses, no whammies. Alright, so there was an update to EHT. Lots of fixes. And changes to... I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you toggle button when we get to go talk about EHT. Alright, 699 items. Hello, Ula. Lots of effects. Oh, goodness, goodness! Oh, you're all loading up. Nom, nom, nom. Nom, nom. Eat the effects. Okay. Looks like this one's gonna be 190 effects and fun. Now, I like Nyxtrix's builds because sometimes they're really over the top in a good way. I actually really like it when people go for it with effects, when they fully embrace the look, you know, when they don't. You don't always have to do that. Making it look subtle is fine. It looks great. In fact, it's probably better in the long run, but people who really enjoy the bright, brassy, over-the-top colors and effects can make things that are so interesting to look at. It's different. Part of my heart rejoices when I see really, truly wild builds. This is incredible with all of these plants and corals and themed sections, you know? Really smart. She's done this before. I think. Oh, great! Was your husband Caltroff? Oh, lovely. That's an effect, and well done. That makes it look like it's rounded, doesn't it? Well, thank you. This is crazy. I love it. That looks rounded. Well done. I don't have any fishies on me. Well, I mean, my niece is actually still pretty cool. She's fine. It's her mom who's the pain in the ass. That's amazing. That's creative. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's a fantastic use of EHT. What you're seeing there is a ocean of stars. It's an effect you can add. And then they put a fog or something slightly spinning in front of it. So I'm not sure which one that is. Let me see if I can figure it out. Fog. All right, I was right. It's beautiful. And with the fog at our feet, what an amazing, amazing thing. All right, Ari says, I also build stuff that relates to me or just my general liking, I think. I've never been to a Sky Lantern festival, so want to create one in game. A bit of modeling before, so made the dress, lighting at art museum, etc. I don't know, just anything that comes to mind. I mean, that's really creative. I struggle with that. Once I tried to make a, whoa, it's pitch black, folks. I don't even know where I am. That's what the effect's on. You can't see shit until you come up to right here. And now it's blurry. I love effects. Effects are fun. Oh, they put the new effect in front of it, so it's the shield. I'm falling down. It's the protective, so I'm like trying to break through the barrier and getting knocked over. That's funny. Alright, so am I allowed to go to the garden, or is the garden blocked off? No, we can go. This is fun. See what I mean? I mean, like, it looks kind of fake in places, I mean, obviously, but she went for it. Like, completely went for it. Just over the top, and I love it. I mean, look at these. These are just basically sculptures here. I mean, I love it. Beautifully done. I call her a she because I believe I've spoken to her before, and I think she is a she, but if I was wrong, I'm sorry. These are the new effects, these in use. Look at the lightning energy around things. That's the new effect, one of. Jemiah says, I just get an idea and then start to build. My proud spire is about a merchant with a younger second wife and her 2 daughters. They have a baby son together who is the apple of his eye, his only heir. The 2 girls are treated well, but they know he loves the baby best. The older daughter is into nature and asceticism, like her father, who was a game warden. The youngest girl is the little princess. I try to add humor too, escaped bear cub and monkey keeping out of his way. See, and that's why a lot of times I like to know what people's stories are, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to guess that, right? K80 AU says, oh my god, I love the wish equals 1 gold. Yes, that is really cute. What does this say? In twilight hours, hear our song, we gather here, so sing along. We greet you kind, so keep in mind this coven is the best you'll find. Stay true to it, and you will see a home from home this place can be, so stay here with your hearts fulfilled, and harm ye none. Do what ye will. Beautiful. And I love the sculptures. These are moving sculptures, and they're fun. So that's why the two girls' bedrooms areas look so different. Well, I mean, my sisters and my bedroom look completely different because we were completely different. So it makes sense. Look at that. Look at that beauty. That's layers of beauty. We've got the statue effect in the background, and then over that is, I think, at least one animated Aetherius, and then you've got a rainbow, and you've got all sorts of stuff, and it truly is amazing looking. This is so nice. So talented. Alright, let's see if we can find the exit in pitch black again. This is so funny. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, people who really embrace EHT can make some crazy shit. Shenzi says, my housing stories aren't nearly that fleshed out. The ballet room in my townhouse was originally for a future contest, but then I did a whole house as a ballerina's house and wanted to open it up for people to see, so I wound up doing something else for that contest. That happens to me. I'll start something. If you would like your house to have a portal here, let Nix know. So this is a portal room. Cool. Extra portal rooms for guildies. Nice. And harm ye will none do what ye will. I don't know. Mephala isn't really trustworthy when it comes to harm, I don't think. Actually, I probably could have stopped with Mephala isn't trustworthy. Ace V says, I'm doing some housing, but have no idea how to get half of these items. Well, do I have a stream for you? I have, in fact, okay. I have building guides. Here is the furnishings you may not know how to get. That is the link to that. And for those of you who would like to join my Discord, it's fairly active, and there's a lot of good information and stuff about contests and whatnot. And then, so that's my Discord link. And then for the ongoing contests, where is it? Ongoing contests. We have, today is the 27th, so you have one more day for Sonia Blazes contest. Otherwise, there you go. Those are the ongoing contests. Now, I'm happy to tell you where to get stuff. If you don't know where things are, I'm thrilled to tell you where to get them. Not a problem. But that video has a lot of things that even experienced people may not know about. Ow, neck hurts. Did I do a Black Vine Villa? I did, didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe I'm on crack. Go to Ramoth's Alchemist Abode. Jemima says, I started making my lucky cat landing into a nice elsewhere house. It quickly devolved into a skooma house brothel run by my Khajiit when she isn't out stealing and murdering. Well, you know, sometimes the stories just write themselves. The other good place to find out where to get certain things is Lovely North. It's a fantastic site. And ESO Fashion is there, but it's not as useful for finding out where things are from. All right. Alchemist's Abode. So we've got Black Vine Villa. We got some effects here. We got floaties. And a nice little mushroom sculpture of type. Flowers and a nice place to sit. This is a cute little yard. And then it has the alchemist side out front. And alchemy stuff inside, like garden inside. But seriously, oh, that looks great. If you ever want to know where things are and you don't know where they're from, I'm happy to tell you. What a great concept. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Oh, pathing. So in addition to having like actual alchemy stuff like the potions and the bottle of stuff and you know, crystals and whatnot, they also have included just containers and a basket and stuff. It makes it look real. I mean, you wouldn't just have, you know, bear skulls. You would have stuff in baskets and containers, and I think that looks realistic. Yeah, alchemist houses are fun. I've seen a few of them. I have not done one. I guess the closest I've done to it is my glow house, but... Who's up here? No, not the banker. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna grab fishies. That's what I was gonna do. Memory of a sieve. Poor guy. It does. It looks great. Let's start with Caltroff. Oh no! Well, if you tell me Caltroff's real name in game, I'll send it to him. And he can have a fish. Unless he doesn't want a fish. Very cozy home, too. Mine is not so cozy. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to do things. We're going to go to my moon sugar. Actually, no. Let's go to a house that has stuff in it so you can see it. My Dawn Shadow. Why the hell not? I'm checking permissions in all my houses anyway, so. I don't know the answer to that. There didn't used to be. My guess is no, but I'm not positive, so I don't want to say for sure. I am really not sure. Oh, thank you. Oh, much appreciated. Definitely. You know, I could now actually add pathing to these, like make them look like they're mushing down different stuff. So like F11, go here, here, here. Uh-oh. I just realized she's probably going to go underwater. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, see, the cat just went underwater because I'm a moron. We're all gonna have to learn, right? Sooner or later. Okay, F11. Did it not put any nodes down? Node 3. Where did node 3 go? Oh, this is annoying. Alright, node 1, node 2, node 4. Where's node 3? 5. How do you delete a node? Let's start over with removing all. Okay, kitty. I'm going to start you here. Yeah, I'm noticing that. I haven't actually played with it at all, to be honest with you. So I'm learning as I do this. Okay, so we're going to make this wait time 3 seconds. We're going to do lock R and then path settings. We want to do loop. Alright, let's see if the kitty does it. She's still underwater. I'm gonna have to bring her up a little bit. Don't want her to be, you know, floating over it, but... So, yeah, I've been noticing that a lot of people have been talking about it's not the easiest thing in the world to set these things up. They don't do necessarily... I'm gonna have to play with this a lot later because she's still underwater. She's still doing it. But they can even fly through the air, so that doesn't make so much sense. Like, if I put her through the air, she's supposed to be able to do it. See? So I don't really understand. Because she just, you know, she could just fly. I don't know why that's the case. This is not a zombie. This is Milady's cat, first of all. And secondly, I'm trying to learn how to do it. Wait. I've not played with pathing at all. Whoa. I didn't mean to close out of it like that. Everything's okay for the most part, except for not being able to figure out why this is working this way. I'm trying not to. See, she should be up, but she's not. Lame. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. Cheater. Total cheater here. Alright, you go away. No, you. You go away. No, not you. You! Great, now I have to move the node in order to get my cat back. This cat. You're annoying. Go away. Here. Now. Alright, so she's squishing the... Actually, she looks like she's using it like a litter box. Am I wrong? The weight does not do her any favors. I'm gonna take the weight away. Because the weight makes it look like she's pooping. I don't want her to be pooping. Why do you guys put up with me? Civet poops. Alright, so now she's not stopping. Much better. Now she's just crushing them berries. Good job. Yes, Azabi is supervising, and this kitty is chopping. If only I could make him actually seem like he's chopping. That would be awesome. This kitty is carrying this bag, but I can't make them actually do it. This kitty is picking the grapes. Kitty labor, it's their farm. It's a co-op. It's jointly owned by all of the kitties. Don't pick on it, Lord Gwyn. Why are you guys? I mean, I'm horrible. So this is my kitchen in my Khajiit house. This was for a contest. This was for a contest for J-Heart, which was make a Khajiiti home. So I guess I decided that it was a rich merchant living in here. But the reason why I thought that was because I was thinking that it came out really rich looking, so I decided to make it more rich person living here than anything else. So kind of came after I designed it. I figured out who lived here. Well, we have enough incense, don't you think? Because we got the skooma burner. Thank you. I like it better too. I really do. I think that I like it. Oh, crap. I was going to do something in here, but I got distracted. Let's go to Dromus Frasticus. So that's a little bit better for this. It gives me less stuff to work with in front of it. My head hurts. So, we're talking new EHT. We won't spend too much time on it because it's actually fairly simple. Yeah, that was what I was thinking, Ari, was this goldish red. And those are the colors from Khajiit areas anyway, so. Alright, so let's talk effects. So remember we were doing books the other day. We were having a conversation where I was saying you can't make books that say whatever you want them to say. So you have to just sort of pick one of the books that the person already has. So here's a intricate book. Let me make it a little bigger than a normal book because it's just the tiniest bit small. And then we're going to make it a bright color so that you can see it. And there you go. That's read intricate journal, right? Nothing in there. Okay, click to edit. We're going to pick a title. That's going to be our title. Who is the best tatos dev? Obviously, Cardinal 5 is the best dev. Duh. Bargle, bargle, bargle. Bargle, bargle, bargle. Bargle, bargle, bargle. Done. Exit out of it. Who is the best sauce dev? You can write your own book now. Curry added a book. You can write your own book now. Isn't this fantastic? This is awesome. He's amazing. I'm super impressed by this. This pleases me. Argle bargle. Argle argle bargle. Me making up words. Sixth Alaric. I mean, you can see the possibilities, right? Just by looking at it. You're like, the possibilities. So this was my school entry. Like I said, once again, it's all based on things that I needed to make for people. I don't really know who I imagined going to this school, except for it's supposed to be earth science, so NERN science. So scientists, I guess, is who I pictured going. All right. Well, good for her. I mean, obviously. She clearly cares about you. All right. The second change. Well, first of all, let me fix this because all of them have turned to no access. The second change will be this. All right. I'm just going to use this to throw it down. I'm going to select it with EHT. And then what we have down here, you can see, move selected items using north, south, east, west. Now these settings were always here, but he's just made it clearer. So for example, we're using cardinal directions. So if we change this to move selected items using back and front from you, it's not direct. I may have. I think I did. So as you can see, it's based on where I'm facing. If you want to change it to cardinal directions, it's not based on the way that I'm facing. It's based on cardinal directions. So you kind of have to decide which you want to which you prefer. In some situations I like one, and some situations I like another, so it's hard for me to say. But that is the second thing that has been added. So super cool. Actually, that was already in it. It's just clearer. Speaking of my new weft thingy, I'm going to go over to my linchel and drop it off where it belongs. This is my real house we're going to. Yes, agreed. Isn't that, it's a good change because it wasn't always obvious. And also it makes it faster to switch between the two because sometimes you want it to be very, it's easier to go in a diagonal or whatever. So that's a way to do it. I don't think I bought that loom from Lord Dwen. I think I bought the one I have and the one I'm putting away from Lord Dwen. But there was another one that I bought to resell, and I don't know who that was from. I wasn't paying attention. General visitor. Okay, cool. Get a loom! They're not that expensive, Jemima. I think Lord Dwen is making them for like a really reasonable price, which is why I bought theirs. Okay, so this is where I have my other sewing and crafting stuff, so it makes perfect sense to have in here. I'm going to remove this couch finally and put in the loom. Fruit of. He really does. He sells them very cheap for what they are, which is fine. So nicely done. Now I have to see if there's somewhere I could put that couch. Nope, doesn't look like it. Actually, the couch might make some sense right here. Really? Is that a throne? I always thought of it as a sofa. Okay. So you can sit here on the throne and admire the gods, which is kind of ironic if you think about it. Because, you know, the gods versus whatever. So this is my house. So I'll move my couch out of here. I forget which one it was, honestly, that I bought it at. Yeah, they do have a bed, but the bed isn't sleepable. I mean, you could lay on it, I suppose. Alright, what's next? So I showed you those two things. What time is it? It's 11? I'll go over to EU. Head hurts. Oh, it's not an armor. I'm using, that's the mage's pants that you get, I think, automatically by doing the mage quests. I forget exactly how to get it, but that's the mage's pants or whatever. And this house? No, well, I guess so. It may be coming back with IC because it's an Imperial home. So it's only for sale sometimes, but my guess is it's coming back with IC. So shortly. I don't know when IC's event starts, but it's coming up soon. But 3KO, it's a costume. It's not a... Oh, I know, right? Let me go grab a pain pill. I'll be right back. My arthritis is killing me. You want my arthritis? Jerk. I asked my husband if he wanted my arthritis. He said no thanks, so I called him a jerk. Yeah, it's beautiful. But the true secret is you can always buy any house anytime you want. That's the secret. Corisea was worried that they weren't going to sell her a bunch of items she needs for a build. And I'm like, just ask. They're gonna say yes. So she did ask, and she got everything that she asked for. So I'm like, yeah, I told you. They'll sell you anything crown at any time. But you may want to wait for the IC event because it's coming up really close. It's the next event. I don't know when it starts, but soon. And the thing is that they may put it on sale, like more than just list it for sale. I mean, they may put it as a discount, may get it cheaper than they would normally sell it to you. So I would wait to see if it comes up on sale and you can pay less. That would be my suggestion. If you don't care about how much it costs, just ask them for it and they will sell it to you. Next Thursday, thank you. I hate IC. I don't know how I'm gonna get these. I'm probably gonna have to buy tickets with gold. That's interesting because Jemima, that's the set she asked for. The secret is you have to respond to the first email you get. They send you like basically an automated response. Just basically copy and paste your original request back into it and reply. They never read the first mail. So you have to, well, here's the thing, Ace. This is how you get a response. Let me show you, okay? Show everybody how to get a response from them. You go into help and you go to customer support. You do not do feedback bug. They don't read this. Don't go into that section. Go into ask for help. Go to character issue is what I do. And then I say, please sell me the Vivek set. I missed it for whatever cost of crowns it is, whatever. And then they will send you an automatic email that basically asks you to repeat exactly what you just said repeat what you said, send it back, and they'll sell it to you. You'll get a customer service person actually looking at it after you look at the first mail. I am now on, or if you're talking about Jemima, never mind. Let's see. What have we not seen today? We have not seen a Lake Meyer, Antiquities house. Yeah, you're welcome, Harry. That is the way to do it. And if you do bug or report or any of that stuff, well, if you report another person, you will get an automatic mail saying, you won't hear from us again because we don't tell people what's going on with punishments. So that's that. So you reporting a person, you won't get that problem. If you do /bug or feedback, you'll never hear from someone again. Having tried all of the different ones, I can tell you that is how it operates. All right. Oh, look at Lord Wen over there. Oh, how cute. So, look at my potatoes, such good people. Helping each other out. Oh, Loa, that's good advice. It sounds like somebody made a mistake there, though. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a good idea to do a screenshot. Oh, Samo. Let me show you why you may not. Are you a really OCD person, Cemeteries? Because if you're a really OCD person, I'm going to show you something that makes you not want to have this house. And we got Fizzies and treasures. Oh, I'm so sorry, Loa. That is good advice, though. Sounds like they made a mistake. Maybe just remember to follow up with them. A lot of times they drop the ball somewhere in between the discussions, and if it took 2 weeks, I would say that's enough time to bounce it back and say, hey, I haven't heard from you guys, this is still a problem. Don't be afraid to do that. If they close the ticket on you, reopen a new ticket, but put the reference number in it. I had one time, this is true, 100% truth. One time I was an officer for a guild, and I was doing, we were doing, I think it was, raffles? Yeah, we were doing raffles, and somebody won 5 potents or whatever. So I pulled the potent urns out of the bank, and we had 99 of them. Pull 5 off, send it to the person as per whatever, put it right back in the remaining ones back in the bank. Poof. Gone. No record of me ever having it. It showed I put it into the bank, but not to me. It showed it to Zos. Zos could see on their end that I had put those back in the bank, but you couldn't see it in the bank records. So they're like, yep, we have proof you definitely put them back in the bank. We have proof that they're definitely not there. So yes, this is a problem, and we're acknowledging that. I'm like, well, I can't, back in the day, I couldn't afford 95 potent urns. They were worth a fortune. And I was like, I can't pay for this. My guild is now out of X amount of potents. What the hell? I mean, you guys know it's a real problem. It really happened, so help me. So it took them like 3 weeks with me constantly bugging and doing what I was telling you about how you bug. And then finally I get a message in game from a GM from there, and their customer service rather. And they're like, we can't seem to mail these to you for some reason. Could you please come to Vivek City under the dock? I'm like, it sounds like shady and shit. Why do you have me jumping into this thing? Why am I in this? What on the hell? Alright, we'll leave. So they tell me to come and meet them underneath the dock in Vivek City. So I did. I went and I met them under the dock in Vivek City, and he does a trade and he gives me all the potents. Okay, thanks. But it was like, it took weeks. And it was so sketchy when it went down. If the guy didn't have the GM, the ZOS little square next to his name, there's no way I would have trusted him. But it was so wild the way that they did it. I'm like, it feels like we're doing a drug deal. Why are you guys so sketchy? Well, it sounds like an adventure now, but when it was going on, I had a heart attack because I was afraid that the other officers or the actual GM thought that I stole them. I was afraid that we were never getting them back, and I made the guild out all that money. I mean, I was terrified that whole time. But luckily, the GM totally believes me. And once I shared the emails from them, from Zosh, showing that I had deposited it and they had proof of that, then nobody blamed me, but it was a question of, are we ever getting this back? Look at this gorgeous garden. That is really nice usage of those flowers. It's hard to decorate in here, but so, I mean, I was having a heart attack. I'll be honest with you. I was really, really scared. But you see how dark it is in here? That's my first issue with this house. My second issue with this house is the waterfalls in the house. Look how fake they look. She says that they look like somebody's pulling thin cotton. This is the Lake Marzamir. The other problem is it's screwed up. See this line here? That's the floor. That's this floor. The lines are so screwed up in this house and inaccurate and not squared that the actual floor is coming through the walls on the stairway down, and not even evenly. Look, it's like the walls are turned in. It looks like ass. It really annoys me that, and you could tell because there's not that on that side. It's on this side. It's the piece of wall. And then this third floor down here also has the weird waterfalls. Yeah. And then this is the weird waterfalls down here again. Well, I mean, that's why I was telling Samothrace, like, yeah, the house is pretty, but it's got such issues that it's not going to be easy to build because, as you can see, you can't just you can't do square. You know what I mean? It's wrong. It's just wrong. But this house, I mean, the way that Dark Eminence has done it is beautiful. I'm just saying, like, why I wouldn't buy it is probably the biggest reason isn't really the waterfalls as much as it's this. Because it means that the house isn't properly laid out. It means that the house is going to be difficult to furnish properly in the way that you want it to, because it means the whole house is on an angle. At least this portion. My guess is that the whole thing probably is on an angle. And that just, it's sloppy, and I'm not sure that I can deal with that. So it would just drive me nuts. Now, you could probably brighten up the interior by using, more lights or using clockwork lights. But you still have to choose between, do you want the pretty aquarium? Yeah, maybe it is falling down. Or do you want the exterior, which is really pretty? Like, where do you want to focus your attention? And that's the tough part. I would think to have this house... Well, she did reskin it, but the problem is that it doesn't reskin easily because of the fact that it's uneven. It looks kind of weird. The blocks don't reskin just right. So it's got issues. It's got issues. But I mean, I don't know. I like the outside a lot, but the whole point of this house is the aquarium. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just makes me kind of crazy. I don't know. And they never go back and fix things. That's the biggest problem. Like, we've got a problem with, you know, whatchamacallit. You got a problem with those hats that didn't show hair. They're not going back and fixing that. The fact that the glass greenhouses don't have roofs and get rained in, they're not going back and fixing. I'll be surprised if they do go back and fix the coloring of the dwarven tables, but no, I know it's frustrating, but most of them are not as obviously bad as that, with, you know, floors sticking out of the side. Sit and have a nice relaxation point. Luckily, these aren't bad like that. They're a little bad, but not the same. Although the underlying piece is really slow. Kind of odd. I don't know. So, beautiful home though, Dark Eminence. You did a great job. I like the flowers. I like all of that. Alright, we did one of those. So let's go to Cragen Home. Luneal Greenleaf. Delph's Cafe and Bakery. You're absolutely right. Same. That's Domus is like that. Hey, Mag Pie. Or, and you know, Cragen Home, not Cragen Home. Domus has windows on the outside, and they're in the wrong place, and there's just all sorts of just craziness. Hey, Mr. Dude Guy, sir, been a while. Those of you, sorry, someone's banging outside. Those of you just joining, if you don't have a follow on me, please give me a follow. We'll never ask you for subs. You don't need to sub. Don't ever feel obligated. I do need a follow though, badly. I'm trying to get it up to 1,000 so that Zoss listens to me about things like, you know, floors sticking out of the side. Oh God. Ugh. You're telling me Antiquarian has that problem, aren't you? I'm not going to be unable to unsee it. Thank you. Neb is fantastic. I like all of Neb's stuff. That's odd. It didn't tell me you followed just now. Maybe you were? I don't know. I don't know why it says that. Yeah, this is a really cool looking bakery, but check that out. By sticking that underneath, they put the chest of drawers underneath. It looks like they have, you know, a basement like thing. I forget. Oh no, don't need to go make separate ones. You're fine. Just real ones would be great. I don't need you to fake it. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I like the Dress lamps. The Dress lamps are not good for lighting, but it's great for decoration. Very nice. We've got, you know, paper towels is how I see that, but that could just be thread to wrap up the bread when you're selling it. And then this is the oven. Kind of crazy in a good way. Yes, it's cute. I'm being murdered horribly, as are snowman noses, both being murdered. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team and die. And there we go. It's a lovely little cafe. I would sit here and I would play this game with someone and drink my coffee. Oh, that's what it is. The sound I'm hearing is a street cleaner. Very cute. Good job. Who else? Mordork Tunning Cub. Appartement de Longsang Lot. What is appartement apartment? Does anyone speak that language? Was that... What does Mordor Tunning Club mean anyway? The name? It seems like it means something. And... Mr. Guide, sir. I took a break from ESO. My ESO Plus deactivated and I needed to place one single furnishing, but I would have to remove half my furnishings, so I gave and got one more month of subscription just to place one item. Wow. That is tough. Oh my god. Ugh. Is that a meat car? Is this a meat car? Like, somebody's in the game's favor? Like, somebody who's decorated it, or the base house? Like, if you have a... Which you mean? That looks like a meat car. I'm sorry to say, but I think that was the intention. It looks like a meat car! Am I wrong? Doesn't it look like a meat car? It's got like wheels and a back thing that looks like something. Oh, a decorated house? Well, let me see. Jeez, there's so many good ones, but on EU? Hold on. Make it go away. Make it go away. It's horrible. Don't scare me. Give me a moment. I would say that I have different opinions depending on whether it's NA or EU that we're talking about. Each is slightly... What is this? Different? This is on EU. I really like time squids at certain houses, but I don't know. Hold on. I couldn't answer that for real. There's... Give me a moment. I know. I know what it is. I'll show it to you in a moment. Wild. Very scary and wild. All right. It's not Waldars. Who am I thinking of? Shit, I know who it is. Thanks for the follow. All right, let me just one moment. I know who it is that I'm trying to think of, and I just give me a moment. Decture. Walls? Are they walls? Who do you think? Because I'm gonna want to know this now, and it's gonna drive me nuts if I can't think of it. So you gotta give me a second. No. Guys, off the top of your head, if you had to remember who did the crazy Holo Champion with all of the swirls, do you remember who that was? I can't believe I forgot who it was, but If you've ever seen it, you will know what I'm talking about. This is driving me crazy. It's light bleed. Um, it's really hard to deal with light bleed. Um, I wish it wasn't a problem, but it is. And it really depends on, hold on. It really depends on, sorry, I'm getting distracted. This is gonna piss me off, because I can't figure it out. Ah! Got it, got it, got it. DJ Freed. Yes, and the only way that I found to work around light bleed is with EHT. I had triggers that turn off the Hagraven Cauldron, but that wouldn't work with the Psijic Orb. Um, there we go. So this is my favorite on EU that I've seen. You know, there's always more. It does say animated when you look at the item. Yes, you need to have the community, and you need to put them up on the community. If you want to do that, if you want them to be able to find it in as an open house. But if you mean, yeah, to search for it, yeah, they need an open house. Gosh, I'm keep getting distracted here. Let me give you the link to explaining that. You're welcome. Here you go. How to have others see your effects. This explains a lot of that. So here. That's for Mr. Dudegazer. Alright, so here we are. This is... I have already signed. This is my favorite house on this server, and then I'll finish the light bleed issue. But it's insane, this server. This house, it has changed several times since I've initially seen it. I'll show you the previous version, because this is insane, but it's not nearly as insane as it used to be. It's actually calmer than it used to be. Allow me to show you the video. No, He removed it. I don't know why. He changed it. I hope he has screenshots somewhere. But it's... The swirls are insane. This is nuts. I have not seen it since you changed it. Look at the sky up there. The old one used to be the Mad God's Eye, is what he called it. And it was, everywhere you looked, you could see eyes. They were all shaped out of amazing, like, swirls. And everywhere you looked, you found that shape over and over and over. And it was really, really insane. This is slightly less insane. And I mean that in a good way, I guess? But less crazy as it used to be. Yes, it's supposed to be I guess now it's an observatory as opposed to a what it used to be is very much a shadow realm. Now it's not. So he's closed off all the sections. In the old days, that section over there was open. So this is very different from how I remember it. But it's still probably one of my favorite houses on this server, if not the favorite, because of the swirls. The swirls are just so organic looking. Like, they feel like they go right. Hold on. This is the other one that I would say is probably insane. DJ's got a mind that can do things, crazy things. I mean, if the last I saw this, it was so completely diametrically different from that house that I wasn't really sure how to even define it. Lavathi's builds are probably way up there. Aya Lockhart's builds are probably really high up there. Bompson's builds are all really good. C-Code's builds are really good. This is DJ Freed's interior of their exercised. This is their exercised. Just a lot going on. So much. DJ was saying to me that he never leaves anything alone. He's always changing it. And I can see that because everything is always a little bit different from the last time I saw it. Or at least how I remember it. But yeah, this is the exercised Coven house. If we're gonna hit up favorites, I'll show you. I'll show you a couple more favorites on this server. We'll do Ira Lockhart's Moonsugar. I'm sure I'm not remembering some of them. And I don't know if people have changed them since I've last seen them and all that. Okay, so this is Aya Lockhart's Moonsugar, and last time I was here she had, okay, yes, she did do this. So you see she made it a glass walkway to the house. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I guess that depends on the idea. And then she made a glass A-frame home from scratch. You can see how beautiful it is. Just the architecture alone. She's really, really good. I'm a big fan of hers. She's also a nice person. Here's the bathroom. It's hard to pick just one, you know what I mean? And look at that view. Beauteous. I'm gonna hit up real quick one other. Now don't get me wrong, all of Bompson's are beautiful, but his Earth Tear kinda hits me in the heart. It's the way that he presented a zombie in that build. I had just lost my cat. My cat died a couple weeks ago. And when I first saw it, I thought, this is like exactly what I would want to do in order to honor my cat. I still haven't finished the build that I was going to do to honor my cat because I got stuck on it. I'm still going to work on it though. But this house is spiritually almost gorgeous in a way. It's a tower of light. Look at the way that the flowers are glowing on their way down in this building. And you think this is all there is when you come up to it. And then you have the two little statues. Then you go inside. Hey, Swanks! And you start on this low floor with this gorgeous view, and then I thought this was all it was going to be, and that it was just stunning. It didn't need to be anything more. And then I started to go up the stairs, and each floor had something more majestic to look at. Like, look at that sculpture coming out of there. And then this is the part that made me lose it, was this. Here's Azura, and here's a zombie sitting in the circle of glow. It made me think of my cat who it just passed. And it's so moving, excuse me, that, I mean, look at these floors, look at everything. It's an emotional build, like emotionally beautiful build. It hits me where I live, so when you ask about my favorites, this has to be in there. Excuse me. And look how just beautiful it is. It's a really stunning build. Bompson did a fantastic job. Let me show you something insane. I can't even finish I haven't even thought of zombies. Levathes yet, but 6 Alaric's erstwhile is painfully good. Thank you. Like, to the point of just, you're such a fucking genius. It's amazing. 6 Alaric's house, this house, is genius. Easily genius. Top of the line genius. I'll never forget this house. Walking into it, and when you see the big reveal, it's like, I can't even hope to ever be this good. But even just walking in, you see ideas you've never seen before. I mean, have you ever seen anyone do a sculpture like that in this game? I haven't. Completely different. And I love just all of the things that you're doing like this. And then you get to the main section and it's like unbelievable. Look at that. Tell me that's not amazing. I mean, that's just so phenomenal. Yeah. Six Alaric is amazing. And it does, doesn't it? It's true art. Gives you, and this is erstwhile of all things. Hey, Six, you just showed up. It does, it does. And then you look at it from all angles, it's just amazing. It's not even just a couple. It's all angles. I just love it so much. Hey, little kitten, saw you this morning. And that's, I mean, as you get closer, you would expect it to not be as good, but it's just so good. Ah! I fell. Whoops. Okay, I'm just gonna have to start over from the bottom. You're not bad. It's just so amazing that, I mean, you asked me my favorites, so, I mean, how could I leave this out? He's healing me because I felt like a dumbass. It's incredible. And then there's more. Lil Kitten and I killed a, well, actually the other people and Lil Kitten killed it. I didn't do much good for the, killed the world boss this morning. And then this is just, I mean, look at this. The genius behind it is just fucking amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All of Six Alaric's work is worth seeing. Genius. All of it. Amazing. But this one is your crowning jewel. Easily crown jewel. Oh, what are you pathing? Let me see. What are you trying to path? What, the angels? I got it. Don't blink. What are you pathing? Six? Oh, the machine. Okay. Gotcha. No, that makes perfect sense. I mean, it's a dwarven-looking area. It makes perfect sense that they would path around. Hey, I'm still learning. Mine can't even walk around in a grape vat. All right, let me show you another one since we're talking like this. Palimpsest's Moon Sugar is one of my favorites. Yeah, just all of his stuff. His stuff is incredible. There's just some people that everything they put out is amazing. Same with Lavathi. Like, everything she does is beautiful. But I want to say that the one that really got me was, I can't remember exactly which one it was. If she's on, I'll ask her. It's the one with just long swaths of blue, and then it transitions to red. And I can't remember which one that is. This is Palimpsest's, one of my favorite builds. It is a dragonfly antiquarian ship. And when you think that it's just amazing from below, you figure out you can actually go in it. And it's huge. You'll just keep running and running and running and running and running. It's huge. It's really freaking huge. Now, again, Palimpsest is one of those people that everything you see from them is amazing. All of their stuff is incredible. Yes, very badass. You got me started on one of my favorite subjects. I mean, that is incredible builds. This is a favorite subject. So you get inside, and what kills me about this is that there's multiple floors. There's multiple floors, and you have all this storage, right? So they're transporting all of these treasures, and then you come into here, and this is this nice little sun deck out here. On those wings, look at those wings. Ugh. Now you can go down inside of it, and you get this level, which is mostly books and some romantic stuff going on. And then you go down another level, and you've got bathroom, bedroom. Go down another level, and you've got steering. I don't know, but Palimpsest builds a lot of ships, and it seems like every single one that Palimpsest does is more amazing than the last. So I think that they had some sort of mechanical understanding to begin with, and then probably just learned even more as it went along. It's truly amazing. I mean, look, okay, this is a little thing, but yeah, look at the way that anyone who's built, especially a structure, understands what I'm going to say here. You see how that wing is perfectly even with this wing? Can you imagine working on such a scale and still being able to completely balance those perfectly? Like, I don't really know that I could do that. They're absolutely perfect. I mean, it just evenly spaced. I mean, it's just amazing. It is stunning. I'm gonna say that it's Lavathi's Earth Tear that is the one that struck me. I could be wrong. Not Earth Tear. Not her Earth Tear. It was her Erstwhile. All of hers are amazing, but we'll just pick this one because I think it's the one I'm thinking of. If it's not, it's not. She's just, I mean, all these people that I'm showing you have completely different styles, if you notice. I mean, we're talking someone building ships to somebody making sculpture looking stuff to somebody making, we're going to go in here and you'll see it's very floral and it's very beautiful. I mean, it's just, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same kind of way. It just has to be, there's just something to it that I appreciate. And we have Lavathi's stuff is beautiful. There was this, I don't think this is it, but there was a cave that had this field of blue, and the further you went in, it just turned red, and it was stunning. Isn't it beautiful? It's true art. People are artists. Absolute artists. Thank you, Father Delve. I appreciate that. They are. I am enthusiastic, and I love this stuff. I love this stuff, and I love everything that everybody made, and I want to be supportive. I want people to be supported, and knowing that it doesn't matter if you're just starting out or if you're able to do something this level. It's all art, and it's all worth something. You know what I mean? It's all valuable. Art for the sake of art. And, you know, I aspire to one day be this good. So, you know, you're not, if you're jealous, you're not the only one. I can't remember which one it was. My brain says Boulder Tree, but I don't think it's Boulder Tree that I'm thinking. Just give me a moment. I know J Hart found it, and I remember him looking at it and thinking, oh my god. Oh god. I have to show you Helm's Deep Fried. I just have to. Alright. This one's just funny, but where is it? Am I dumb? Give me a moment here, because I think... Yeah, I'm just double checking something, because there was something really... She had one that was deep. Like, went on a ways. We'll eventually go to the Helm's Deep Fried, but I want to check to see if this was it. There's a particular one that I want to see. Anyone want me to look at their home? I'm happy to see it. If you has a home you want me to see. There's a whole bunch on NA that I could show you that are my favorites, but we'd be at it all day and I wouldn't be able to ever get anything done because I have so many favorites. This is not the one I'm thinking of, because this one was the one that I got stuck on. Loathi, answer me this. Which is your house that has that swath of blue flowers, the blue glowy flowers, and it transitions into red? All those red flowers? Can you tell me which one you mean? Which one that is that I'm thinking of? J Hart toured it. I want to say for a contest. Not positive. But it was this... Do you know what I'm talking about? While she's telling me this, we'll go to Helm's Deep Fried. Yes, I love Cold Harbor builds for the same reason. But, you know, you don't always have to build a house with it. There's so many crazy things you can do with it. And I love seeing creative stuff. Your Earth Tear was... That was the one with all of the little... That was the small ones. I don't think it's the Earth Tear. The small... It wasn't a small... Well, maybe it wasn't a small ones. But it was the glowy spiky plants. Followed by... Followed by red. You removed Helm's Deep? Where did you put it? Did you remove it? Where is it? Hey, Shark. Where is it? Hey, C-Code. Am I just stupid? South Court. Oh, I see it now. Thank you. I was sad for a moment. This was for the potato contest that J Hart ran. And here you see Helm's Deep Fried. Allow me to give you first the macro view. home's deep fried. And then, if you're a lore fan, you probably recognize these two with the axe. Oops. There's these two peeking out over the edge with the guy with the axe, and this one should probably have a bow, but you get the idea. And then the real funniest bit to me was, of course, she made me. And she made J Heart. That's J Heart. Huh. I'm not sure what that is. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm clearly losing my damn mind about which house I'm thinking of, so clearly I am weird. I don't know why that would happen, but that is really strange. I'm trying to find my pictures of it, if I have a picture of it. Was this it? I'm not sure which house this is. Right. Oh. The repairs should be in the same folder as the install. I'm sorry. That's really strange. Well, I mean, at least it fixed it. That was Lakemire. I want to say it was an enclosed place. It started off where you first walk in and you had blue glowies. And the further you went on, and it was deep, it transitioned to the red fire plants. I can't put my finger on it. If you guys want to see something else amazing of Lavati's, I'll show you real quick. And then we'll go on to, I'll show you other people's, but the Star Wars theme. Yeah, it should be in the same place. But it sounds like you fixed it. Good night, Shard. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it could work, but I'm sorry that it took so much work. Glad it did work, but sad it took work. I'm not making a lot of sense today. Alright, we'll do huntings real quick. I do want to show you something amazing in here that you're all gonna love and recognize. And then we'll move on to other things. And this is what I was showing you. Hello! This is Jode's Embrace. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, one last. I want to see if this is the one I was thinking of. Hey, Elder, what is up? We're on NA, and EU, and I'm gonna get back to touring. I just took a side trip to show people some of my favorites, which there are a lot of. Look at how happy you make people, Lavathi. Well, Lavathi makes me happy. Look at Megan Pie. You killed her. You killed Megan Pie. Oh no. This looks promising. Very promising. Is this it? There was like a cavey bit. I'll find it later, but I could have sworn it was... Well, all of Lavathi's stuff is worth seeing, folks. You bumped me on Discord. It's important. Hold on. You mean me? 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 What do you mean you bumped me on Discord? I don't see anything. What? Okay. So, again, beautiful. There are so many things that are just stunning that Lavathi has done that are worth checking out. I just can't remember which one was the one I was thinking of, so I apologize. But let's look at somebody else's that we haven't seen anything from them yet. I'm beginning to sound like hamster with the ba-ba-ba. Alright. We did a Lunial. Let's do... We did Marigo Tunning Club. We did a Flaming Nyx. Old Miss Vale. Raziel 666. Artemis Stem Kneep. If any of you know what that means, please tell me. Artemis Stan Kneep. Thank you for the info. Yeah, I was looking for the exact dates, so that's really helpful. I was trying to figure out when those dates were. You know, the sad part is some of the builds that I would rank along my favorite, aren't Tater Total? What? That is weird. I have a thing. I think that's a Lucian thing. Like, I don't really know what their thing is about taters, but they have some weird tater thing. Oh, okay. So it doesn't really look like it anymore, huh? That's too bad. Look at these horses padding around. Do you... I'm a little sad about that, but I understand. That one took my breath away, though. I really like that effect. Maybe use that effect again, like the whole transition thing, because I thought it was just so beautiful. It was. There was something about it being just this huge vista, looking off, and I guess it reflected the lava of it, but Old Miss Vale is a great house with a wonderful view if you build up. Very few people do, because most people like the interior of this house. I don't understand. What is the tater auction? Why do people auction off potatoes? Is that what they're doing? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is that? Oh, look at this stuff in the cubbies. Very pleasing. Extra rooms added. Nice storage. Lovely second floor. Bedrooms. Looks like an inn. Oh, congratulations! I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Cool. Very nice. All this storage is extra. This isn't normally here. This looks really good. A place that you can build off to if you feel like you want the challenge. The view over there is spectacular. That, why? Why? I don't get it. Like, why does the guild want potatoes? What am I missing? I'm gonna go back over to NA, Oh, good. So then it does, thank you so much for explaining that. And also, it means that that my take on that house was right, which is it looked like a warm and cozy inn. So that, you know, an inn or bar or whatever, pub. Great job. Totally conveyed that. What is this garbage? Q? Bite me. Bitest of the meest. I look like such a derp here. Oh, so it's to let people who are just starting out. What do they do with the potatoes? Like, what does the guild do with the potatoes that they get? Do they sell them? Right. Makes sense. That is sweet. That makes sense. And then people probably buy them at a raised price so that they could buy more potatoes. That makes sense. So it has its own little potato economy. That is funny. I didn't understand that, so thank you for explaining that to me. I'm still new to that guild. BBC went poof, and I needed a new home, and Lucian had always had good things said about them. So I figured I'd give him a shot. My friend Spage, Spage, she had always said that Lucian was fantastic, so figured I'd give him a chance. Why not? All right. Hold on. Come on. Load your boat. Slow ass. Okay, here we are. We're back. Back again. I am going to do a quick stealy run. And that stealy run is going to be in Clockwork. And that's, wait, no, Murkmire. Murkmire's better. We're going to do a Murkmire one. And I will show you exactly how to do it. I know I've done it before, not completely for you folks. I've not shown you completely my path, but I have to refilm it because of the way that I'm going to refilm this is going to be, you know, I'll release one at a time of different zones because it's easy for the ones that were like one room you can loot from, but when you're talking about a whole zone, there's a lot to do. And I don't want to include them all in one, so I'd rather separate them out. So this is going to be my pathway through Murkmire, starting in the first town and go to the second. That is an add-on. That is called Fyrakin's Minimap, and I like it a lot. So when you get off of the Lilmoth Way Shrine, if you look at where you are, right here. Thanks for the follow. You will start by, see this fellow here? If you want something in his backpack, or if you want to just steal from him, you can do pick, stab, but be careful. There is sometimes a guard who stands around here, but I don't usually bother with him unless there's something I specifically want. You can. You absolutely can. And then we crack this one. And you have some options here. First off, there's this guy who's in bed. All you do is you just get up on a thing and shoot him. The next one is the chick. She walks around, so she could bust you if you're not careful. So I tend to use a potion with her. You take them both out, and you can clean out the house. Now, something said about my own personal use of this house is that always pop the safe boxes in this zone because they can have gel parchments in them, which sell for about 100k. Secondly, take out the 2 occupants first, and then you can just loot with abandon. And third, some of these are already popped, so they're not like really helpful. But people tend to loot every single container. I cannot be bothered to do that, so we're not going to do that in this run. Second. The next place to go is actually one of the places we went for the free stuff, which is this house. Doop, 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 doop. And I go in Cyrodiilic Collections. Thank you. I do steely good stuff. So there's one free container down here, but if you go up into the second floor, there's a ton of containers in here, but you have to worry about G-Lar. G-Lar is going to be watching you while you're looting. These always have food in them. They're not worth it checking, so I don't bother with them. Trunks. The grub containers always have grubs in them, so I don't bother. But you can get potion. You can easily hide from G-Lar. He's not that hard to hide from. Like, here, watch. If I wanted this, I could just, you know, crouch and he doesn't see you. Selma Thrace, thank you so much. Really appreciated. Much appreciated. Don't ever feel obligated, but it is appreciated. Depending on how ambitious you feel, you can pop these containers that are usually here. Now, I would use potions in this little area because there are guards that pop back and forth. You can try to pop it from this lady. Oh, nothing good. But this one will usually nail you if you're not careful with a potion. So I'm gonna just use a potion. Pray that I pop it. Got it. No guard saw me. Boom, done. Right. I took a chance. There. And it worked out for me, but it doesn't always. So carry your 7 gold potions. I'm serious. Buy them in stacks. Get your, buy these in stacks. These are Roguish South Drafts. I've found them for as cheap as 7 gold, but they're 15 to 19 gold. You'll make that for everyone that you pop. You'll get it. I mean, you'll make that much. So that would be my suggestion. If you want to take your chances with a noble, nobody else comes up here, so you can just bust her, or, you know, do 2 picks and a stab. But I've never gotten anything good off of her. The only reason why I come up here is there's 2 more containers that I bother on. And if you know this area, you know that there aren't a ton of containers. So that's the problem with Murkmire. Ooh, I got soft leather. Nice. Here's the next one. Here's the next container. It's this wardrobe, but it didn't have anything in it. Candied or apples aren't bad. There's a safe box right behind this person, the home goods furnisher. Also, the home goods furnisher is where you get these pretty flowers and stuff. Don't be afraid to come here and buy them. But yeah, there's a safe box usually right behind her. You can just hide behind her and pop it. She doesn't even notice. Then for convenience sake, I would, if you're working on your achievement. But the reason why I'm doing Murkmire, to start with, thank you. I have the personality on, the Jester personality. This is the bank. The next place I would always hit is the bank. If I wanted anything, I would pop a potion and then grab it and leave, because there is a guard in there. But the last place we go in this town that's worthwhile is the crafting area, and this makes a lot of sense. There's usually a safe box right here. Take a potion, pop it. You never know when that blacksmith is going to turn around. But the reason why I'm suggesting that you folks do start here in Murkmire if you want to make money is because the green patterns in Murkmire are worth a fortune. Still, you know, some of these green patterns that drop you can get $500,000 off of, because they're so rare, especially the food ones. So if you're looking for, say, if you find the melon or the dragon fruit or berries or something like that, you want to hit that up. There are no guards in here. Oh no, it's fine. That's why I'm doing this. There are no guards in here. So even if you just decided you wanted to just walk through and steal everything, that shouldn't be a problem. But if you want to avoid that kind of thing, you could always pop a potion. Granted, I would guess the loot that you get out of it is worthwhile. And then here's another safe box. I'm gonna pop my potion. I'm gonna get lockpick failed. Nothing good. Alright. So we didn't get anything good out of there, but I've pulled some seriously good stuff out of there. If you want to get really ambitious in Lilmoth, and I would suggest that you perhaps do cycles through, like routes through, and deal with it that way. But I know I don't really have the patience for that. So there's only a couple of containers in this room, so I usually skip this portion, to be honest with you, because there's not much here. Oh, no problem. But see, you get one of those green furnishings, and you're rich. I'm serious. You get one of those green furnishing patterns, and you have $500,000 on your gold on you, and you can sell it. And people need those plans. They rarely drop. People rarely do Murkmire anymore. So you're going to possibly be the only one. Oh, I go to I don't usually actually do it here. I just go to the Thieves' Den and clean it, and then I'll sell it on the vendors. The next place to go is Bright Throat. Next and last. So you do routes. You can do a cycle, because you can go to the last town, but the last town only has 2 bags in the whole thing. Totally not worth your time. So I would think you'd be better off going to Bright Throat and Lobach in more times, and then so you've got that box there, you've got these little wardrobes, then bothering to go to the third town, which is useless. Um, Potatoes, probably should have grabbed that. The other thing you can find in here, oh, no problem. You need to go to your local thieves' den, which is in every area. You can find it on your map. Uh, Although it's not because I'm not in the right town. Derp. You can find it in the main city on your map. See this little mark? This is the Outlaws Refuge. In every town, main town, you're going to find one of those, and you would just go to there and you talk to the fences, and the fences would help you out. No problem. As I said, I tend to not mess with these little containers, although I'll take the sieve because I do the crows, and the crows ask for pots and pans. Same with the grooming items. If you notice, I take the grooming items. It's really easy to hide in here. You don't even have to really worry about it, as long as you aren't like right on top of her. You can really do, it's easy. Okay, then you go left, and you go and sneak behind here, and they never see you. So you can just pop this box without any fear of anyone seeing you. Okay? No problem. Super easy. Then the cabinet usually has something in it, but they didn't. Keep going up, and you go to this egg tender's quarters. Now, egg tender's quarters has a lot of spots in it. You can see there's people sneaking through here. I don't usually sneak until I'm just about to steal something because it's faster. It's faster for me to just walk, and I don't pick everything up. So in here, I probably would use a potion if I wanted to steal something, because I don't want to deal with people being pissed off at me. But there's no guards in here. Go around the back, and there's an extra box right here. Got to be careful if somebody pats up and down this area, but you can usually take them out. See her? She's the one who pats back and forth. She's a laborer, or a fisher rather. And you can either take her out, or you can just watch until you're sure she's not looking at you, and then you can take whatever it is you want to take. Then you go into the tribe storehouse. I use this potion. I use these roguish stealth drafts, and I buy them off of the, you can get them from thieves troves, but if you need a bunch like I do, I buy them off of the, I buy them off of the traders for like, I bought a whole bunch for 7 gold a piece, so it's like, I use them with reckless abandon. So then you've got this part here, this trunk. There's only 2 really worth it spots in here, but I've gotten some good things, so it's kind of worth it. But I have no patience to hit all of the little barrels, but there is a chance of getting something good out of the little barrels. So then you go to the next slot. All right, something important to know. Gravesinger Elise does not look up, ever. So if you crawl behind that Trajat, whose house that is, and you Blade of Woe them, it doesn't matter where you're standing. Even if you're standing literally in front of Gravesinger Elise, she will not see you. You could do it right in front of her face. She won't see you. So then you can pop into this house and not worry about it, but you have to take this person out fast because he will turn around. And that's just to avoid a bounty. If you don't care about bounties, then don't worry about it. And then you hit up, you can take all the things. And then remember, pop the safe boxes because, well, that's why we're doing this. Right? You gotta, somebody's gotta tell you or you never know. Boop, 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 boop. Does not give a wiggling squat is absolutely right. However, there is a guard who occasionally comes up from down there and walks down here. He cares. He gives a wiggling squat. So you got to be careful with him and make sure that he's not right behind you when you pop into Durkee's house. Again, Durkees is one of these people who... Okay, I'm going to take a potion because he's wandering around. He's usually right by his oven, and he wasn't. So I didn't want him turning around and seeing me, so I killed him and got his beer stein. He's usually standing literally right here, and you can just stab him in the back and be done with it. But then you come back here and do this, and there's nothing good. Of course there's nothing good. Why would there be anything good when I want to show you how to do something? Alright, last spot. This is hard to do. Do not expect that you're going to be able to do this on the first try sometimes. This is hard. Okay, bye! If you can jump on here, you've got one more spot you can hit up. In town. There's also another couple that you can hit up in this little spot behind you. But I wanted to break this up because I have a feeling that, you know, this is too much information for somebody to sit through me doing this for every single town in the big town in the game. So I kind of wanted to break them up a little bit. And then, so make a short video where you can see this information all at once and you don't have to worry about it. You know, retaining it or anything like that. And that's about it. That's about all. And then what I would do at this point is I would go back to the beginning and start over. And start from the beginning in Lil Moth, if that's what you wanted to farm. But, you know, sometimes things are not profitable. Sometimes you're going to spend all that time and get nothing out of it. But it, you know, other times you'll get rugs, you'll get greens, you'll get blues, you'll get purples. You know, you know how RNG is. It does what it wants to do. But yeah, you would have to go back to Lil Moth, not start here, because these won't have reset yet. So that's going to take you a while. If you want, we can do one more. Another really profitable one is Clockwork. These are the top, probably the top two money ones. Because you've got Alinor. Alinor isn't worth as much anymore. And you have, whatchamacallit? The Vex stuff isn't worth as much anymore, and Elsewhere stuff isn't worth as much anymore. So it's really just kind of a pain in the ass that these things aren't worth as much, but I know paths for them. Now, in this part, in Slagtown, no one looks up. You can steal whatever you want. No one looks up. No one cares. You can steal right in front of them. Yes, there are histories. There is an achievement history that you can get. Let's take a moment. I believe that is Ebonheart Pact. We've got a history, mimic history. And I will show you this on screen. Give me a moment. There you go. That's it, right there, this mimic history. And that's an achievement item. And you get that from Shadowfen. You have to do the Shadowfen quests to get that. So that's how you would do that. So back to stealy. You can take whatever you want. Nobody will bother you in this area. Just take it all. They don't look up. They don't care. Very cool, right? Yeah. There's also always pop the safe boxes in this town. Because she's a guard, by the way, but she doesn't go all the way down. If you want fruit on it, yeah. Uh, but always pop the safe boxes here because there are tools that will be dropped in safe boxes. There's one right here that usually is here, and you might have to kill both her and the Pat that comes up here to get it, but the tools are worth between 30 and 60k now, so they're worth it. Again, you know, check backpacks when you see them. Now this used to be my path. If I wanted to do a longer path, because there is a faster path that just involves a couple of things, but if we want a longer one, which is what I'm assuming I'm showing you, we're going to go around, and some people check everything. I don't really think I should, because it's kind of worthless. But if you check all the things, I like to go around the world to the left. So, if Provost Varuni is in here, she didn't care because everything in here is free. So you can take Provost Varuni stuff without any concern for being busted. She is in here. She doesn't care. So steal your heart's abandoned. Then, if you can get into his place, I closed it off because of a quest. You can steal in there too. He's never in there. Proctor Luciana, again, it's all free. You can take what you want. She doesn't give a shit. And then you can go around again further to the left, around the world to the left. You can do all this stuff in here if you feel like it, but I don't bother with it because I feel like it's a waste of time. I do get the not those. I go in here, I check the bags, I check the trunks. I don't go down here because everybody is trespass and goes all aggressive on you if you go down there. So I don't steal down there. I don't see the point of it. There's so many places that you can steal that aren't aggressive towards you, so why bother, right? That's the way I look at it. Why do I have to fight when I can just do this for fun and whatever? Then I would go to the bank. This one is a longer loop, but we'll make it as fast as we can. You don't have to do this full loop. If you feel like it, what you could do is you can do an abbreviated one, which would... Okay, I gotta kill this guy, excuse me. Because there's a safe box in front of him, and he pats in and out, and I don't want to deal with him. So I take his shit, and then I take the safe box. I'll try to. Come on. Grabbed it before she came in. You can kill her too, but I was mid stealy when she patted by. And then you go up the stairs and you look in these bags. There's one right there. There's one on his desk. Nothing good. And I go downstairs. And I'll show you the easiest safe box in the whole place to pop. It's not there because somebody's probably popping it. There's one that loads right here. And what you do is you just hide behind the barrel. And you don't even have to take a potion. You can just pop it from back there. And you'll never get caught.
What do you want?
And then you have the 3 around the banker. Alright, I'll show you how to get that manual just so that you have an idea of how I do these. I don't take potions back here. I just hide well. And then I'll grab it. So you don't have to worry too much about getting busted in there if you're careful. Next spot. Now, if I were going to do an abbreviated version, after doing Slagtown, the next thing I would do is here. We're going to go around the traders. The traders have things to pop that are worthwhile. So, like, you know, you got this trunk. You do have a safe box right there that you can pop, and no one sees you. You just hide behind here. There is another safe box over there that you can just hide and no one sees you. That would be right here. Someone is looting these boxes. I can tell because otherwise these things would be here. There's another safe box back here, which if you're careful, you can pop. Somebody's looting them. Clearly, someone is looting them. The next place I would go, whether you're doing abbreviated or not, is into the Clockwork Hall of Refined Techniques. Now, this has 1,000,000,001 boxes that you can check out if you want. But remember that in here there are no guards. So if you feel like getting just a bounty, you can just do that. You can just take things and not worry about anyone chasing after you because there's no guards in here. I personally hate bounties, so I probably would pop a potion in most cases. There are a multitude of safe boxes. No tool. I'm really hoping to get a tool so I can show you the worthwhileness. Second floor. They only come out of safe boxes though. So if you are looking for these tools, they're like, there's a magnifying glass, there's a couple other things, and they only come out of the safe boxes in Clockwork. I have a bunch of them I can show you if we don't find any. There's another safe box here. Somebody is clearing them out, folks. Clearing them out. And that leaves one last thing. If you want to do it. You don't have to do it because you may be done at this point and say, I didn't find any. Screw it. This would only... For me, I wouldn't do the long version. I would probably just start over again, but you can do the cloisters. There is a guard in here, but it's only in the main room. So if you're careful, i.e. pop potions before you steal things, you should be fine. Sorry, I'm so boring. This is all just stuff I know. There's a safe box right here, so honestly, somebody is out farming this exactly the way that I'm showing you, or these safe boxes would be here. It's just something to keep in mind that it is worthwhile, because if it weren't, nobody would be farming it, right? And we'll do another path tomorrow, but I figured you might appreciate this stuff. Now, there is one guy in here. He's a laborer. He's not down here, so I might be able to get away with it, but usually I have to kill him. Yeah, I got away with it. No tool. Bags. Now, the nice thing about, he's usually, yeah, here he is. The nice thing, oh, he's just a servant. Never mind, he's not worth it. Here's the look of the magnifying glass you get if you steal it. The nice thing about servants, not servants, people of the type laborer is that they can drop plans, like furniture plans, and they often do. You can't kill these people, sadly. So you'd have to potion on them. There's a whole lot of drama going on in this place. Nothing good, nothing good, nothing good. Now, keep in mind, if you took all this stuff and sold it, you could make a decent amount of money. I personally don't bother with it, but that doesn't mean that you can't. And you go up here. And that would be generally where I would end it. I'll show you one more quick place and then we'll be done. Sorry I didn't find any safe boxes. I wish I could have shown you exactly, you know, with tools in them. I wish I could have shown you them. I went the wrong way. Ooh, thiefy thiefy. Keep in mind whenever you see a thief, and they're always either sneaking or standing behind stuff and flipping their knives. But when you find a thief, they're really good to kill because they can drop dice, they can drop other really fun things. Move out of the way, you little jackass. Get back to poking around. She needs to move forward again. I'm just gonna wait for her to move forward again. I love that they have good stuffs on them. Here we go. Someone's gonna see this if she doesn't move forward. There we go. I always kill outlaws, thieves. Ooh, I got the Clockwork Crank miniature. That is cool. I did not realize you could pickpocket that. So that's sweet. So we just got a tool, and it's, let me see how much this chick, oh, she's just 100. This sells for, right now, average 14,600 gold. Was that worth my time? Probably not, but we got something, right? Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Just gonna drive through here real quick and see if those boxes are back. They're not. And then the last place that I would bother with is this little trellis over here. There is sometimes a chest, like a safe box behind here. Other times there isn't. And that's that. That's all of it. So I'm gonna drop you off so that the lurkers can have a place to lurk, and I'm gonna turn that into a video. So you shouldn't have to take notes or anything. I'll have it be a shortish video. And I hope that it helps. And I hope you guys will get a lot of money, because I think you can